everybody. Welcome to our bowl preview series, bowl game number 38 that we've done so far. For those of you that have seen a few of them, we appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you made a little bit of money using our picks. And of course, who is our? Well, it's us, it's we, it's me. I am Scott Steen. I am the lead handicapper at winnersandwhiners.com. But I wouldn't be complete without my right-hand man, my partner. He's the co-pilot that's helping us pilot this thing right into victory. He is the one and only
Scott Reichel, senior handicapper over winnersandwhiners.com.
And if you have been with us for our videos, you know that I throw it differently to Scott each and every video to keep him on his toes. So
there's no definitive cue. I'm kind of just improvising.
Absolutely not. During our regular show, I throw it to him in the same way every time, and he's right there. But he never knows when I'm going to stop talking, so it's not his fault if there's a delay. Don't blame the poor youngster. It's all me being a dick. So this is bowl game number 38, as I mentioned, Scott. This is the granddaddy of them all. This is the Rose Bowl game presented by Capital One Venture X. What the fuck? What is that?
Is there a rule that you can only sponsor one bowl game, so you have to add Venture X to the end of it?
You can't be another Capital One. It has to be Capital One Venture X. I guess that's a new fancy credit card of some sort. I don't know. What's in your wallet, Scott? Is it a Venture X?
Whatever that means.
Yeah.
I don't like to venture that deep into my wallet.
Fair enough. This is going to be a fun game, as traditionally this is between the Pac-12 and the Big Ten, and that's exactly what we have last year. It's going to be in Pasadena again, Scott. You remember where this game was last year?
Pasadena.
It's fucking Texas. Texas.
I thought it was a good joke if you're going for the trick there, but I know California shut down everything.
Yeah.
I don't remember where they played that though. Were they in AT&T?
I think they played in Frisco, but I'm not positive. It could have been Jerry World. I'm not.
A lot of roses in Frisco.
It's the Yellow Rose of Texas. It's the Yellow Rose Bowl of Texas last year. This year back to Pasadena. It's the Utah Utes, Scott. I'm sorry. Did you say Utes?
What is a Ute?
Thank you. It's the last time we could do the joke. So, yeah, we're going to do it. My Cousin Vinny, underrated movie. Utah going up against the Ohio State University. The Ohio State University 4-point favorites. The total in this game is 64, Scott. 64. Buckeyes, they're going to be without a few key pieces. They're going to be without their wide receivers, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. Defensive tackle Haskell Garrett is out, as is
Is Olave officially out?
Olave is officially out. I checked it right before the show.
Okay.
He is announced he will not be playing. So I know he was practicing with the team as recently as like Tuesday, but the last word I have right before we came on the air is Olave is out. So playing accordingly. They're missing their big offensive lineman too. And Nicholas, you want to take a stab at the name?
Oh boy. You want to go first? I'll go Nicholas Petit Frere.
I think it's Petit Frere, but I'm not sure. I usually go to YouTube and I usually listen to pronunciations if I don't know it. I didn't want to chase a lineman pronunciation, so
Frere, Petit Frere, something.
He's not going to be here for this game. is what his Nicholas is. Ohio State, they're used to being here, buddy. They have played in New Year's 6 level bowl games in every year but 3 since they won their 2002 national title. And they are very good in these games. They are 6-3 in their last 9 bowl games. And Scott, those 3 losses, last year's national championship game and 2 semifinals. So what bowl games do they win? They win the Sugar, they win the national championship, the Fiesta Cotton Rose, and the college football playoffs Sugar Bowl. So, yeah, they can play a little postseason ball. However, Utah, that's a good, solid team. They can throw a little bit. They'll throw deep. They'll take some shots. But this is a team that wants to punch you in the mouth and beat you because everybody on their team is 30 years old, Scott, because they all went on missions. So there's no team that's going to have an older starting lineup than teams out of Utah. BYU, Utah, even Utah State. They are going to run the football behind this huge offensive line. They got a little case of the nasties in them too, Scott, and their defensive line, a little nasty as well. They are very big. This game is going to be won or lost in the trenches, at least as far as Utah goes. Running game, very good. It was the best in the Pac-12, and the defense led the Pac-12, allowing just 315 yards a game. We mentioned Wilson and Olave out, but that's not their best receiver, Scott. Who do you think that is?
Well, it's either Wilson or Olave if I had to pick between who's the best receiver.
I like Jackson Smith-Njigba. I really do.
I know he's good. I just think that Olave, if I had to pick one of the two, I would say Olave is probably the best, then Wilson. But the point is that you have a third fiddle guy who could easily be a number one on pretty much 98% of college football depth charts.
Oh yeah, I think you've got 4 receivers that have a chance to go. I said first round. That could be a little optimistic, but I think you've got 4 receivers that have a chance to go in the first 3 rounds of the NFL.
I think Olave will go first. I think Wilson will go late first, early second.
Right.
So yeah, I can't really argue with that.
And the thing about it is it's Ohio State, so they've got talented 5-star blue chip recruits waiting to take over at the receiver position. It's not like Louisiana Monroe or something where they got to suit up the student manager because they're out of players. They have probably more talented players sitting on the bench than most teams start. So,
and they all have NIL deals.
Yeah, they probably all have NIL deals. Yeah, no kidding. Utah, they had been very good in bowl games under Kyle Whittingham. It was kind of almost a lock, but they got rolled by Texas last year in the Alamo, and they got whooped on pretty good by Northwestern in the Holiday Bowl before that. But before that, those 2 years, they were 11-1 under Kyle Whittingham. Scott, you look at the talent in the team, you have to point towards Ohio State. But if you look at intangibles, you look at the team that really, really, really wants to be there. This is a huge fucking deal for Utah. They were in the WAC, 15 years ago, 12 years ago? They were in the fucking WAC conference.
Then Urban Meyer showed up.
Now they're winning. Yeah, now they're winning the Pac-12. This is a team that has really done a nice job. I think it's a huge game for the Utes. I think they step up, Scott. Give me the Utes +4.
So originally, during the actual bowl release, I was a huge fan of Ohio State just because talent-wise, I think they are easily a top 3 team in all of college football, and it's not even close. I think you can even make an argument they're better than Michigan. I think they are better than Michigan, but Michigan beat them on that one day. So props to Michigan for doing that. Whatever, it is what it is. Point is that Ohio State I liked, and then a lot of people opted out. And that leads you to question the motivation of this team, which is completely fair because if you're Ohio State, you're championship or bust every year. So if you're not playing for a title, then why do you want to play at all? And that's kind of what a lot of these star players have realized in terms of reaching that conclusion. I really like this Utah team. They have been smacking people for the last month and change, really since Brewer left the program. Once they put Rison in, they've been really good. Now, they beat Oregon twice handily. Is Oregon good? Maybe not, but they manhandled them both times. And Ohio State's defense has been quite underwhelming on several occasions, particularly against the run. Michigan ran it down their throats for the entire game. The issue I have with Ohio State is that they need to outscore you. They can't rely on getting many defensive stops. And I think that if Utah can get some stops defensively because of a lack of chemistry between Stroud and the new receivers who have been promoted, I do think Utah is going to hang around. And I think 6.5 is too many points. I like Utah to get the job done. I think that they got a good shot to win. Actually, I said 6.5. It's actually down to 4 right now. So there has been a lot of money coming in on Utah because of all the opt-outs. The line movement is telling to me, give me Utah. They easily want to be there because if they win this is the biggest win in program history.
No question about it. They may have already had the biggest win in program history, but this one tops it. You know, people were looking at them. They put up 41 against Oregon. They said, well, you put up the rematch. Let's see you do it again. Okay, so they did it again. Ryan Page checking in from the comment section. He agrees with us. He likes Utah on the money line.
Now, of course, Ohio State can easily win the game without some key pieces because they're more talented. I'm not saying that Ohio State's going to roll over and die. They still have a lot of talented 5-star guys. But if you're going to give me an underdog that A, cares about the game more, B, has all of their starters playing because nobody opted out, C, they're one of the hottest teams in the country, I think you're getting a good price.
Yeah, plus 150. You're getting 3-2 on your money. Utah on
For
the
a
money
team
line.
that's been completely just manhandling people for the last couple of months, sure,
I'm a fan.
I'll take
I'm
a
a fan.
shot there.
I'm a fan. Absolutely. And it's down to 3.5 in some spots. So
Yeah, I said 6.5 because I was looking at something that I didn't realize wasn't updated. So it is 4 right now.
well, like I
I
said, it's
expect public
again three,
buyback
three,
on
3.5 in some
yeah.
spots, buddy. Yes, I
I
do expect this
expect
line to go back.
buyback on Ohio State right before the game because I know we
Yes.
we had an argument or a brief discussion on whether public money would come in on Notre Dame or not. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
some. I don't think as much as you do. I expect a bunch of Ohio State money to come in on this game at the end because you see Stroud, you see all the guys. I'm sure a lot of public bettors don't even know that Stroud and Wilson are out, so they're just going to bet Ohio State blindly. But I do think Utah's very live.
Olave and
I think
Wilson.
Whittingham is the most underrated coach in the country. And I don't know why he doesn't get any buzz towards joining the NFL.
Yep. Agreed. Totally agree. As far as the total goes, I'm gonna lean under here, Scott. I think there's gonna be a few stops. I think we'll see a few fireworks. I see it being in the mid 50s, something in the 28-27 range, something like that, 31-24 perhaps.
Do you think Utah plays keep away?
I think if they get a lead, they will. Well, I mean, that's their style. They're gonna want to play keep away from the beginning anyway. That's how they do it.
Yeah.
They run the football and make you stop them. So that's in and of itself going to chew up time on the clock, limit the opportunities for Ohio State. Big fan of Utah here, and I'll play the under. What do you got for a total?
I like the under as well. I think there's numerous ways to cash the under. The under is my favorite play on this game because I feel like Utah can either A, keep the game close and run the ball, drain a lot of clock, win the game 27-24, something like that. But let's just say Ohio State goes nuts. And let's say Ohio State scores, let's say 38 points. Because Utah's defense isn't a pushover.
Right.
Ohio State would still score about 5 touchdowns. So let's give them 38. Are we sure that Utah would still manage to score somewhere in the mid 20s to high 20s? I'm not. So I think that you have a couple ways to cash this under.
Yeah, you're right, and it could go. Scott Nowak says he took Ohio State. I feel like I'm regretting it watching our video. Yeah, I get that. And in fact, if you look at me on my confidence poll, I think I probably took Ohio State. I don't know where I put them on the confidence level, but I have come around on this Utah team, and I was kind of waiting on Olave news. That was the thing about doing the confidence polls. We had to do it, like 2 days after the bowl schedule was released. So you're just kind of winging it. You don't really know who's opting out. That was a big one for me. Losing those 2 receivers, I think, is huge. We'll see. Should be a fun game. You and I agree on this one as well. Man, it's getting boring here. You and I both have the dogs here with Utah, and we have the under 64. So that's going to do it. That's going to put a little bow on our Rose Bowl prediction. Bowl game number 38.
One more for the day.
One more for the day. You guys stick around if you want. And yeah, we'll be doing bowl game number 39. Should be another fun one. As for this, you guys take care. Good luck on all of your plays. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out me and Scott every day, 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, as we do our best to help you head back to the window.